It's finally a show where they're giving everything that you want and need as an audience member in one night.
I've seen many shows at the Pantages in my life, but I've never worked on a show at the Pantages, so it's a real thrill to be here. And this cast is extraordinary. I mean, it is like a world-class caliber cast. And so I think the show that they're performing on stage every night is just so funny. It's so moving. And I think as one who's like a fan of Baz Luhrmann knows, like funny and moving right next to each other, that's kind of the magic of his work and his tone.
I've been a fan of this film and Baz Luhrmann and a fan of the musical since it came out. And so it's really like a dream come true. And to be able to debut it here in LA and have everyone see it is just really like unbelievable.
I knew the movie pretty well. It was one of my favorites when I was in high school. I think that's around the time it came out. And there's something about that role that really stuck with me. It's that Jim Broadbent's performance in Moulin Rouge is one of those things as a character actor that you just kind of file away and you draw from.
I love this movie so much, and Ewan McGregor's performance to me is like such a classic, iconic performance, and it's just such an honor to get to play the same role.
It's my first time playing the antagonist of a show. I've always, in my career, so far have been playing romantic leads and the nice guy. So having to explore and looking into why someone is so-called bad or evil or have these so-called traits, but also layering in vulnerabilities and why he is this way, rather than a broad stroke villainous character. They were really interesting for me to explore and get to, have all this wealth and power, which David Harris doesn't have, but my character does.
The first experience I've had with Moulin Rouge was the movie, and then the second experience I had with Moulin Rouge the musical was when I saw it on Broadway in 2019. I had some friends in the show, and I saw it in the third row, so I was like almost on stage. It was so beautiful, and I thought to myself, what an amazing experience. What a beautiful show. I don't know if I'll ever get the opportunity to do it. The only thing I could do was Toulouse-Lautrec, and now here I am.
Didn't know the movie very well, didn't know much about the show, and I auditioned and kind of forgot about it. And then the more I listened to the soundtrack and the more I listened to the original cast recording, I just thought, oh my God, I really hope I get this. It seemed like such a long shot, and it's still, almost a year later, doesn't really feel real.
I actually auditioned 1 week before we started rehearsals. It was a whirlwind and so much fun, and just to be in the room dancing, all of the amazing choreography that we get to do and the ensemble gets to do. I had about 3 auditions and then started rehearsals on Monday. So it was quick, and I feel like I've been on a wild ride ever since. Yeah. It's just so much fun, and this cast is so special, and we all get to experience this beautiful show. And yeah, I remember the first time I saw the musical, I was like, this is epic.
I'll never forget the first time I walked into the theater. It's like the show begins as soon as you step inside the theater. You're in the environment and the atmosphere of the Moulin Rouge, and that to me is like one of the most magical parts of what they did in transferring the film to the stage.
I mean, look at it.
I don't know if you were with me. I burst into tears.
You did?
I instantly burst into tears.
I was not there. That's so special.
I was there. Well, I mean, it was the pandemic, and we didn't get to do this for 2 years, and there were times when it felt like we'd never be back there. And we were in the studio and in our sweatpants and our leggings for however many weeks. And then the first time we actually saw the set and saw the lights hit it, that's when it felt real. Oh, I was a mess. It was a mess that day.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd be back there sometimes.
I just was taking so many videos during
You were
I was
taking
like,
a lot of videos.
This is so special. Like, I just want to capture every second.
Yeah, my reaction was, how much did this cost? It looks so rich. Which it is so expensive looking. The whole show, the costumes. I've never been so tailored in my life. The costumes they're beautiful. So that, along with the set, along with the lighting, the design, it's just a rich, vibrant, decadent set and show to be amongst.
Discovering each city is magnificent. The thing that happens with the musical is when the Lady M's start the show and you hear the "Hey sister, go sister," and the audience is already on board, and you can hear the clapping and sometimes the screaming. It is like it's like electricity through your soul.
It's hard to pick one, but there's something that happens in the audience when they recognize a song. The way I think what Justin Levine and John Logan did with this script and with the score, finding ways to dovetail the songs with the book. There's this moment of recognition that happens in the audience. This like little bit of laughter, or like, oh yeah. So those moments are actually what's most exciting to me.
It's bad romance for me. When you see the show, you'll know why. But
Yeah.
Especially because Libby and I get to have so much fun during that number.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's epic.
It almost gets a standing ovation like every night. Sometimes it gets 2 ovations. It's like nothing you've ever seen. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
That one is so much fun. And then it's
Yeah.
hard to pick, but I also just love the top of the show with me and the Lady M's. The minute the bass boom, oh, it's just so
Yeah.
epic. Like everyone knows that song, and it's the best start to a show.
I love getting to sing Roxanne every night. It's one of my favorite moments in the film. It's such an iconic, few minutes of film magic, and I love that I get to sing it every night.
If I can pick a specific moment, I just think like this company and this specific production in general, I just think I'm just so excited for everyone to see it.
Come see Moulin Rouge the musical and be immersed in a rich, lavish, lush celebration of truth, beauty, freedom, and most of all, love.
It's an amazing, fun night out. You will laugh, you will cry. I remember doing it myself when I saw it the first time. And it's like no other show that you've seen. The music and how they've mashed these songs together. The story is an age-old, romantic story told in such a very clever, unique way. And if you're a fan of the movie, this will just add to that fandom.